Hello friends, this is Rashmi Singh. Welcome to my channel Unraveling Science. Solutions for Control and Coordination, Class 10, Chapter 6, Part 2. Back exercises. Which of the following is the plant hormone? A. Insulin, B. Thyroxine, C. Estrogen, or D. Cytokinin? The correct answer is D. Cytokinin. Second, the gap between two neurons is called A dendrite, B synapse, C axon, or D impulse. The correct option is B synapse. Third, the brain is responsible for A thinking, B regulating the heartbeat, C balancing the body, or D all of the above. The correct answer is D all of the above. Fourth, what is the function of the receptor in our body? Think of a situation where receptors do not work properly. What problems are likely to arise? Receptors detect all the information from our environment. These receptors are located in our sense organs. In case of any of the receptors do not work properly, we will not be able to perceive that particular information. Fifth, draw the structure of neuron and explain its functions. Answer, neuron are the nerve cells which are the functional unit of nervous system. The main parts of neurons are, as you can see in the picture, first is dendrite, second cell body or soma, and third is axon. Dendrite detects information and sends it to the cell body. Cell body maintains growth of the cell, and axon conducts messages away from the cell body and signal it to the next neuron. Sixth, how does phototropism occurs in plant? The movement in any part of the plant due to light is called phototropism. As you can see here, the shoot of the plant shows positive phototropism and the root shows negative phototropism. Phototropism in plants occur due to the hormone auxin. When light falls on one side of the plant, the secretion of auxin hormone is more in the part away from the light. Hence, auxin causes growth in the length of the cell in shady part, so the plant appears to bend towards light. Seventh, which signal will get disrupted in case of spinal cord injury? All involuntary actions will be disturbed. Reflex action will be disturbed because reflexes are located in the spinal cord. Therefore, the quick responses required to safeguard the body will not take place. Eighth, how does chemical coordination occurs in plant? Plants do not have a nervous system like animals. The growth, development and responses to the environment in plant is controlled and coordinated by special class of chemical substances known as hormones. These hormones are produced in one part of the plant body and are translocated to other needy parts. The five major types of phytohormones are auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid and ethylene. These phytohormones are either growth promoters like auxin, gibberellins, cytokinins and ethylene, or growth inhibitors like abscisic acid. Ninth, what is the need for a system of control and coordination in an organism? An organism needs control and coordination system for the following functions. First, to save the body of the organism from harmful changes in the environment. Second, to control the speed of voluntary and involuntary actions. And third, to have the capability to think and learn by responding to any stimulus. 10th, how are involuntary actions and reflex actions different from each other? So the difference between involuntary actions and reflex actions are: involuntary actions occur without the consciousness of an organism, and reflex action, they are rapid automatic responses to the stimuli without the conscious involvement of the brain. Involuntary actions are controlled by midbrain or medulla oblongata. Reflex action are controlled by spinal cord. Involuntary actions involve only smooth muscles. Reflex action may involve muscle or a gland. Involuntary action cannot be influenced by external conditioning, and reflex action can be conditioned. Involuntary actions are relatively slower. Reflex actions are quick and instantaneous. Examples of involuntary actions are beating of heart and blood circulation. Examples of reflex actions are coughing and sneezing, etc. 11th, compare and contrast nervous and hormonal mechanism for control and coordination in animals. So the difference between nervous mechanism and hormonal mechanisms are: nervous mechanism made up of neurons or nerve cells. Hormonal mechanism is made up of secretory cells or glands. Nervous mechanism, messages are transmitted in the form of electrical impulses. In hormonal, messages are transmitted in the form of chemical called hormones. In nervous mechanism, messages are transmitted along nerve fiber, and in hormonal, messages are transmitted along the bloodstream. In nervous, the effects of messages usually last for a very short while in hormonal, effects of messages usually last longer. In nervous, it is fast process. Hormonal mechanism is a slow process. Nervous mechanism, arteries and glands are affected. In hormonal, it affects target organs. Nervous does not control metabolism. Hormonal controls metabolism. In nervous, growth is not affected. In hormonal mechanism, growth is affected. What is the difference between the manner in which movement takes place in the sensitive plant and the movement in our legs? So the difference between movement in sensitive plant and the movement in legs of a human. In movement of sensitive plant, the movement is the response to the stimulus touch, which is an involuntary action. Movement in our legs is a voluntary action. No special tissues is there for the transfer of information. In movement of leg, complete system of CNS and PNS is there for information exchange. In sensitive plant cells do not have specialized protein for movement, while animal cells have specialized proteins which helps muscles to contract. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.